Welcome to Worldwide Business. I'm Kathy Ireland. As many are well aware, running a business can have its complexities. For a family-held enterprise, the potential issues are magnified. No one knows this better than Continuity Family Business Consulting. Founder Doug Baumoel and managing partner Blair Trippe are here to share some of their expertise and passion for guiding family businesses towards success. Welcome to you both.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you, Kathy.
Blair, could you please give us some insight into the unique issues that challenge family-owned and managed businesses?
Certainly. Family businesses are the cornerstone of our economy. And what makes them complex is that there are a lot of multiple roles that each of these stakeholders play. Consider that you have lots of different stakeholders, and they might have very difficult histories together. And at the same time, they need to make decisions and work together and still be able to have a good Thanksgiving dinner together. There are a lot of challenges there. And the continuing relationships among family members really does matter.
So Doug, can you please tell us how Continuity is equipped to guide these families through these issues?
Sure. So we couldn't do this work without solid education and experience in business and in family psychology. But we believe that the core challenge for family businesses and family business stakeholders is the ability to manage conflict together. The real value that we provide is understanding, having a deep understanding of what this particular type of conflict that families get into in family business.
So Doug, please tell us more about Continuity Family Business. What led to its creation?
I grew up in a family business. I grew up in the business my father started when I was about 6 years old. But we had a lot of conflict. In the family, we had conflict in the workplace, and we had conflict at the board level. In the end, we sold our business. In the next few years, I thought really hard about what went wrong. What did we do wrong as a family? And more importantly, how come the advisors and the consultants and the mediators we hired to help us, how come they weren't able to help us? And frankly, how come some of them actually made matters worse? And that led me to found Continuity in 2003. And a couple of years later, I met Blair, and she had a business background, a psychology background, and very deep conflict management background as a mediator with elder family members.
Let's pause and take a closer look at Continuity Family Business Consulting in this Worldwide Business Field Report.
The work we do at Continuity can really make a huge difference in families, both in terms of how they run their company in the immediate present, as well as they're transitioning to the next generation, from profits to more harmony, to thinking of different ways to engage family members who are not in the business or have other career aspirations. So we see dramatic change when people are engaged with us.
We're a general practice law firm, and we have a special expertise and emphasis on helping family businesses as they transition from one generation to the other and to the next in their ownership. I think Blair and Doug are on to a very important conceptual approach to the family conflict issue. It goes beyond families, but certainly in the families it's most intense, and it deserves a lot of attention and further development.
Blair, how are your professional consultants equipped to help your clients?
Well, they're experts in family business. They also have a very sound grounding in the methodology and the philosophy that we've actually articulated in Deconstructing Conflict, our book, which really talks about how you approach and understand all the moving parts in a family business system.
Deconstructing Conflict, Understanding Family Business, Shared Wealth and Power. So the two of you wrote this
Yes.
together?
Yes, we did.
Excellent.
We spend so much time really trying to figure out what is going on, what is the core of what's going on. And what we call it is identity-based conflict when continuing relationships matter. So conflict eventually challenges all families and especially all family businesses, and this book can really help.
Deconstructing conflict is, we think, a really important tool for families to spend the time to read and understand, because all of the elements that they're going to be dealing with are complicated. And what the book does is provide an efficient way to really prioritize the things you're going to do or need to do to create effective change and to manage a transition to the next generation in a way that works for both you and the next generation. And it's a very powerful tool. What I really enjoy about working with Doug and Blair and the whole continuity spectrum of consultants who I've engaged with is the team approach. And I think that's really powerful. And I think sort of the gender balance is a key component of that in engagements. And because we spend a significant amount of time with clients, from 3 to 6 months, maybe even more sometimes, we really get to know our clients and we really get to feel it's really important to us. It becomes personal that they are successful in their transitions.
Doug, can you explain how your approach is different from other consulting firms?
So we combine business analysis, governance development, succession planning, family psychology, and also because of our skill sets in managing conflict, we're able to take cases or work with families in active litigation.
And Blair, can you please talk about the proprietary tools Continuity uses when guiding family-owned businesses?
Sure, we have a lot of different tools that we use really for ourselves to manage the complexity of what's going on in these family businesses. So, for example, we'll look at an organizational chart, but it's not just to see the hierarchy in the company, but rather we'll color in the boxes of the family members who are in there, because it's very different to manage somebody who is a family member versus somebody who's just a subordinate. Another tool we use is a Genogram. It's like a family tree, except it allows us to put in emotional relationships and code family dynamics, and if there are cutoffs in the families or substance abuse issues, that we can track those as patterns throughout the generations.
One of the things that Blair and Doug have taught me is when you're dealing with family business conflict, you never can forget that you're dealing with relationships that will never at one level be broken. I may be in business with you for the last 40 years as my brother or my sister-in-law or my cousin, and we may have a falling out, we may have a civil war, and the business may break up, but you're always my brother, you're always my sister-in-law, you're always my cousin. And I think that because Doug and Blair started from that context, understanding the environment in which that conflict existed, they were able to take a step back and examine certain assumptions that are common to attorneys and other professionals who find ways of resolving legal disputes outside the court system. So that's a basic and very obvious concept, but it's one that they have carried forward in a very consistent and deep way. They've really thought that through. Not only are Blair and Doug very forward thinkers when they think about how to identify and navigate and resolve conflict, but they do it in a way that's very particular to a family business context. It's not that their techniques won't work in other contexts, but they're especially suited, custom fitted for that type of conflict.
I've had conversations with Blair about this notion of managing a conflict over an extended period of time, acknowledging that some conflicts can't be mediated, can't be resolved, that the best, and it's a good solution, the best that can be sought for is to manage the conflict because it's irresolvable.
Lastly, Doug, how can viewers learn more about Continuity?
Viewers can go to our website, which is continuityfbc.com. You can give us a call, send us an email. We love to talk to families. And you can look for our book. It's available at all leading retailers, also on the website deconstructconflict.com.
Excellent. Looks like a must-read for every family business and every family.
Sure.
There's a lot of great information, a lot of tools in there.
Yes, there is.
It certainly appears that Continuity Family Business Consulting can have a transformational impact on family-held businesses. Family businesses are the heart of America.
Absolutely.
So thank you for this incredible work that you're doing. Thank you both for joining us today.
It's a
Thank
pleasure
you
to be
so
here.
much. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. For Worldwide Business, I'm Kathy Ireland. Thank you for watching.